It's kind of one of those, like, everything kind of goes wrong.
Yes, it's a rom-com.
A rom-com.
There you go.
That is great.
That is the sort of joke that the main character would make. Welcome back to No Bad Seats with myself, Luke Mack from Regent Cinemas, and
Sam from Bradface Media.
And like always, I'm going to assume that you're great.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Step it up a notch.
Ooh, okay. We've moved up from great to excellent.
We have.
And as always, we're excellent. We're great because we've been watching movies.
We have.
It's a good time.
It's always a good time.
Sam, I've got some news.
News. I love news.
News that made me very, very excited. Actually, first, I want to address this. Last week, you and I spoke about a movie that we were both excited about.
Boy,
and then I
we.
get a message from you during the week saying, what the heck were we calling this film? And I realized that we were discussing Knives Out 3.
Yes.
That we were referring to as Dead Men Tell No Tales. Very confidently, I might add.
There was not a question in our minds that it was the right title.
I'm pretty sure Dead Men Tell No Tales is Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
It is.
Nope. That's at World's End. Is that not at World's End?
4?
It must be 4. Never saw it. Oh. I only watched the original Pirates trilogy. Call me a purist.
But yes.
Not in 20 years.
It is a Pirates movie.
It is a Pirates movie. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Now, while that is true, the film that we were discussing, Knives Out 3, or Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out
Mystery?
Mystery.
Yeah.
A Knives Out Mystery. That's the film that we were discussing. And that leads me to my news for the week.
Yes.
It's confirmed. We were discussing last week, we were manifesting it, putting it into the abyss, into the universe.
Yep.
Netflix, please put Wake Up Dead Man.
They heard us.
They heard us. Put it in cinemas. And not only did we get a confirmation that it's coming to cinemas, we got a confirmation that it's coming to Australian cinemas, and then I got a confirmation that it's coming to this cinema.
Right here.
Right here. So
Come on down.
Very excited. And on top of that, we got a trailer for the film, and we got a trailer for Frankenstein, which is another film we discussed by Netflix. And I got a confirmation that that's also coming to cinema, and that's coming to this cinema as well.
Amazing.
Now, that puts us into a precarious position because we have Regretting You coming out October 23rd, which I imagine is going to be quite big. We've got Bruce Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nothing, with Jeremy Allen White.
Yep.
We've got that coming out October 23rd, and now we have Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So either we're going to be watching a lot of movies, or we have to miss something. And I don't know what I want to miss.
Yeah, I can't pick one.
No, it makes it really hard. Because I'm personally a big fan of these musical biopics, so I don't know much about Springsteen.
I'm the same. Springsteen is someone that I know of. I know a couple songs.
Yeah.
But not someone that's like big on my radar.
However, Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly.
And as you as well, I love a musical biopic. I think they're good fun. It's great seeing that rock and roll lifestyle or hip hop lifestyle, depending on the movie. Some of those notable ones like Straight Outta Compton.
Yep.
Even I wasn't the biggest fan of Bohemian Rhapsody. There was certain parts I loved about it.
Loved Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Rocket Man, I was.
Oh, really? So I'm the other way around.
Really?
I loved Rocket Man. I really loved Taron Egerton as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. He's amazing.
Yeah, loved it. The Bohemian Rhapsody, there's a lot I did like from it.
Yeah.
There's just some of the editing stuff.
Yeah, okay.
There's one particular scene, and it's been talked about on YouTube and stuff a bunch, and it's got like, in a 2-minute scene, it's got like 72 cuts or something.
Wow.
It's like ridiculous. And it
TikTok
won the
style.
Oscar for editing,
which
a lot of people were not very happy about because it was like, what?
Hold on a moment. quick cuts.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Bohemian Rhapsody for me sold Rami Malek to my wife, which is great, because then when No Time to Die came out, I was able to be like, Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, Bond villain.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a range. Let's
we need to see this.
We need to see this in cinema. Which means you have to watch 4 more Bond films to understand. So that was pretty good. But yeah, I think just in terms of all of these types of films, one thing that they do really well is that they give you an insight into who this person was, you know. And I'll give you another example is A Complete Unknown, which came out for us in January.
Yeah.
I was not super familiar with Bob Dylan. Again, same sort of situation. Knew his songs, liked Timothée Chalamet. Edward Norton was in it. Cool.
Yeah.
Really, really liked the film. So,
Yeah, that was a great
so yeah, that's super exciting to have that coming out. And then, you know, another Colleen Hoover film. I don't know if you saw the last one, It Ends With Us.
Who was in that one? Yes. Yes.
Yes, because there's been a little drama.
Yes,
There's
I
been a
did see
little
it.
It Ends With Us drama. Yeah. Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively.
Yeah.
And Brendan Sklena?
Something like that. Yeah, Skelner,
The guy
maybe?
that, you know, Twitter wants to cast as Batman, if not Alan Richardson, was also in that. So, you know, I think Colleen Hoover has a really huge fan base.
Definitely.
You know, I had never heard of her prior to It Ends With Us coming out. And then they were saying, oh, It Ends With Us is coming out. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I posted some stills from it on the Regent Cinemas socials. And the post went off. Like, people were
really?
tagging their friends, doing all that. And I was like, oh, my God, you know, that's when I realized, oh, this is going to be a really, really big film. And then I spoke to my sister-in-law who tells me she's read every single one of her books.
Yeah, okay.
She just keeps reading them. And then
I feel
Colleen
like there is
Hoover...
every now and then we have an author come along that has these almost like book straight to film
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
adaptations, and they always attract such a big
I think
audience.
this is a blown up on TikTok
Yep,
author
okay.
who then had sort of a few in the bank already and has been releasing since.
yeah.
So then once one catches on TikTok, everyone's moving on to the next. So I'm pretty sure that's how that story went. But after the success of It Ends With Us, she had 3 or 4 and a TV series, 3 or 4 movies and a TV series in development. I know Regretting You is one of, I think 2 coming out this year. I think maybe,
wow, okay.
maybe the next one's early next year.
Yep.
But the next one's got Anne Hathaway in it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So like they've got
maybe I have heard something about that one. Yeah.
big names attached, which is really good. But Regretting You also comes out then, and I'm anticipating it'll be another, you know, big film. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's cool to see that we've got these major releases coming out, and you know, I know we're here talking movie news and the Netflix news, which is exciting for us. But
Netflix
you know, that's
cinema news.
Netflix cinema news, which is exciting for us. But on top of that, there is even that weekend alone, we've got, you know, here we've got Frankenstein, we've got Springsteen, and we've got Regretting You. It's like a big range of movies for a large demographic.
The boyfriends can split off into Frankenstein, the girlfriends can split off into Regretting You.
Exactly.
It's perfect.
Everyone's
It's match
happy.
made in heaven.
That's right. It's Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
You know?
And then your parents can go watch the Springsteen.
Yeah, exactly. And then no one's looking after the kids.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So
Regent Cinemas, your new babysitting complex.
So I think no, let's not say that. But yeah, it is one of those things. I think it's good to see. Now we have a lot of new movies coming out over the next few months.
Yes.
Some smaller ones, some that are really exciting. I think A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is one that really stands out to me.
It's the Margot Robbie.
This is Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell.
I don't know why. Every time I think of it, I think it's Margot Robbie and Idris Elba. Couldn't be further from Idris Elba,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I think it's the title. It reminds me of
Another film. That he was
another
in.
film, the something Journey. I think it's Journey. It's the George Miller one that had Idris Elba as
the 3,000 Years of Longing.
Yeah, that's not the same title.
No,
right?
no.
I don't know.
Big, Bold,
For
Beautiful
some reason, I'm
Journey.
associating them
Yeah.
together, and I don't think they're at all similar.
No, I don't think so.
Big Bold Beautiful Journey does look great.
It
though.
does look great, and again, I think that's going to be one that, you know, maybe it skews specifically towards the female market.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's enough interesting sort of stuff going on that, you know, boyfriends, husbands.
I mean, Colin
Gonna be
Farrell
very- yeah.
is a heartthrob.
Yeah, he's the Penguin.
Exactly.
So that's all. That's all you need. You know, he's this character, or this film is sort of got enough going for it that I would come along to it personally. So
definitely.
that's exciting. Like, that's out in a couple of weeks. Actually, we've got an advanced screening of that next week. And then, yeah, it opens up. So that's always nice to see. Additionally, following that, obviously, as we discussed, Regretting You's out, and we've got Springsteen out. We have movies like The Running Man, which is super exciting.
Very exciting.
Are you familiar? Have you seen The Running Man, the Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I have not.
I have also not. But I like Glenn Powell.
Well, not revisiting, visiting.
How do you feel on this when there's a film that is getting remade and it's close? Do you like to go and watch the original first, or are you someone who likes to go in completely fresh and then maybe revisit it afterwards? It is a hard...
It is. I would like to say that I'm the type of person that I would watch the... I prefer to go into the new one just cold and just be like, I'm going to experience this new movie for what it is.
Yep.
I don't care that it's a remake, is the way I like to go into them. And it is generally the way I like to go into them. I'd like to say I'm a better person that I do rewatch the old one afterwards, but I
don't
9 times out of 10 forget about it.
Yep.
Because I'm like, hey, the new one was great. And that might make me a bad movie person.
The selling point might be Arnold. The selling point might be Arnold. You've got Arnold Schwarzenegger there, so, you know, that's usually enough.
Yeah.
That's enough of a draw for me. But again, Glenn Powell, the film looks great. That's
Edgar
another
Wright.
one, Paramount. Edgar Wright directing. It's, you know,
man,
I saw this
the
trailer
myth,
and I
the
was like,
legend.
oh, yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah.
So we've got, The Running Man coming out, and
Another movie I'm really excited for, which I believe is soon, tell me if I'm wrong, One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another.
I'm so excited
Yeah,
for this. It's Paul Thomas Anderson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro. Just looks insane.
It looks really good.
It looks really fun. Like it looks like Leo's having a ball.
Yep.
And when Leo has a ball, he puts on a great performance.
Yes, very much so. And that's not far off. It's
No, I
September.
thought it was. Yeah, okay,
I'm
cool.
pretty sure it's September. It's either next week. I think it's 2 weeks from now.
I was going to say, I've seen the ads start to ramp up, so I'm like,
Yeah.
it's got to be soon.
Yeah. So, One Battle After Another. And this is the thing. We have all this huge range of films coming out, and it's sort of, we've been in this period where it's like smaller films. And what I've found really interesting is that during this period, it's been a lot of MA films, where it's been these like heavier films, action films that are releasing MA, and it does make it hard because then you've got, you know, The Conjuring's out, and then, you know, Nobody 2, and then, you know, whatever else we've got. But I think 3 films this week are MA, and 2 films last week were MA, and, you know, it limits the market of who can come see it. But the reason they do that is because we've got school holidays coming up, and all the kids' films are coming out.
And then it's just going to be a blast of
and then it's
G
just
and
PG and G. Yeah, exactly. But in between that, we do have Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and we do have One Battle After Another coming out over the school holiday period. So
what are our school holiday kids movies coming?
We have Gabby's Dollhouse, which is the first time that this character has been seen on the big screen in live action.
Live action?
Yeah, live action Gabby's Dollhouse. So that's interesting. And Kristen Wiig's the villain in it.
Okay.
Which is always, you know, Kristen Wiig, always a selling point. We do also have Dora the Explorer. There's another Dora movie coming out, Mermaid Magic, I believe.
Is that another live action one?
Yeah, another live action. So that's interesting. On top of that, we've got The Bad Guys 2.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that's Bad Guys 1, great cast, and Bad Guys 2, it's similar sort of thing, and hopefully it comes through and it's done well. I mean, we watched The Bad Guys. I'd never seen it, and my son kept seeing Bad Guys 2 posters around the cinema whenever he was visiting me. So he was asking what it was, and I told him Bad Guys 2. So then he's like, well, we have to watch Bad Guys 1. So
obviously, Dad.
Yeah, absolutely. So we watched Bad Guys 1, and now we're getting ready and
nice
and gearing up for that. So it's going to keep us busy in that period.
Yeah. Looks like there's going to be some fun stuff happening.
Absolutely. Okay. So let's talk Splitsville.
Yes.
Splitsville is the film that we watched today. Now, this is a film that, honestly, like we were discussing, surprised that it didn't make the film festival. It's the sort of film that typically it feels like would make the film festival. It's Dakota Johnson. It's Is it Adria? I think it's
think it's
Adria
Adria
Arjona.
Arjona or
Ajana.
Yeah, somewhere along
Adria
those lines.
Arjona. I know her as Bix in the Andor series for Star Wars, so
yep.
she was fantastic.
She was also
that.
in Hitman
Yep.
with
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yes.
There you go.
I was like trying to
Hitman,
remember.
Running
and I was
Man.
like,
Come on, Glenn Powell.
sure he looks different in that, but it's because he has disguises.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Fooled me.
He looks different. So she's really good. And then on top of that, we've got these actors who had written the film for themselves. And I always love that. You get this film that's like written, produced, directed, starring people who I wasn't overly familiar with.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but like they're pitching it as an unromantic comedy. And it is like the antithesis of a rom-com, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those like everything kind of goes wrong.
Yes. It's a rom-com.
A rom-com.
There you go.
That is great.
That is the sort of joke that the main character would make.
It definitely is.
He's all the way through making just terrible dad jokes, and
Yep.
I loved it. The vibe I got from this film straight off the bat was Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yep, I can see that.
And I just had like Jason Segel vibes the whole film. It was like one of those things. It was a weird roller coaster of a film that it was like.
There's a great roller coaster scene.
There is. Oh my God. I say that without even thinking about the incredible roller coaster scene. But it sort of felt like there were moments in this film where I was like laughing and I'm like, I don't know what path I want our main character to take.
Yeah.
Because all of these paths that are being presented to him, like nothing really seemed like a good alternative.
Yes, nothing feels like you're going to get the gratification. Like
Yeah.
whatever path he chooses, you're sort of sat there going, none of them are going to give me what I want.
And it sort of worked out. Like, we're not saying that as if the ending isn't a happy ending and things don't work out, but it was like there were moments in the movie where I was just like, why are you making that choice? Are you sure that's what
Where
we're
are you
going
to go from here?
What is happening? But in a good way. Like, it was very funny. There
so
was
funny.
even, I think, 5 minutes into the film, I was like, this is right up my alley humor-wise.
Yeah.
Very just like...
The opening scene itself is absurd. Like
The opening scene has them stumbling on a car accident.
Yes.
But even the way that they're interacting, you know, they're arguing over CPR and he's like, CPA, you know, whatever it is, airways.
And then she says something and he's like, no, they changed it.
And then it's like, they changed it. Who's they? And she's like giving CPR to
someone
to
that's
this
potentially
person,
dying.
to this person, and yeah, the way that they were like interacting and arguing with each other about what the order is and who the they is the change. I don't know, the people who make these decisions in this like really awkward situation. I think it set the tone for the film straight away.
Yes,
and in an amazing way.
Yeah, no, it straight off the bat, I was the same. I was like, instantly, I am on board with this. After the film, this is another. It's going to be so hard to pull 10 films this year to go, these are my top 10.
Yeah.
Because this is another one that I'm going to be slotting into that category at the moment. Because I'm like, that was great
it
fun.
Starts to become like genre. You need to start to like build on genre because it's like, how do I compare this to Sinners?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
But it was just like in its own thing. It was like, I can totally understand why it was at Cannes Film Festival. It was great. It was so fun.
It's probably so far my favourite comedy of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we saw The Naked Gun.
We saw The Naked Gun twice. To me, this, as a movie overall, is more up my alley.
It feels more like a rom-com than The Naked Gun feels like absurdist comedy.
Yes.
And it's more like if you were someone who likes a Bridget Jones or someone who likes a Forgetting Sarah Marshall, it's like in that category of film rather than straight comedy.
Definitely, yes. Which we established from the confessionals the other week. I am a rom-com guy.
Exactly. So that doesn't strike me as odd.
Yeah.
You know, but it was definitely one of those films. Like I thought the casting was really great. One thing that I thought was really fun was all of the additional characters, like the ensemble that were being added progressively.
We were watching the opening credits and we're going,
hold on,
we know this guy's
that
name,
guy's from the Umbrella Academy, and that's cousin Greg from Succession.
And then I'm like waiting for them to show up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh!
And they're there, and their role is so funny.
Yeah.
Nicholas Braun, so cousin Greg from Succession, plays a mentalist. And his entire sequence is like him arguing about how he doesn't do magic.
Yeah.
He's a mentalist. He just can do all this other stuff.
With children.
But then later on, he's doing magic, and they're like, we thought you didn't do magic. And he's like, of course I do magic, of course. Like, why wouldn't I do magic? And he's doing all these... It's so funny.
Yeah.
And he's someone who, like Nicholas Braun, when he's on screen, for me, I'm so happy. Like, I find him so funny. I'm not sure if you saw Saturday Night that came out last year.
Yes, I did. I loved it.
And him playing both Jim Henson and... Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
And just going back and forth and just having a beard and a mustache. Like, that was so funny to me.
Yeah.
And whenever he's in anything,
he can
goes
play that like
straight
awkward character so well.
He does this weird, awkward sincerity, and I think Succession is a perfect example of showing that.
Yeah.
But he always seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and delivers his lines like he's not sure why he is in that spot.
Yep.
And he does that perfectly here. And then he gets like a little bit of confidence, but it's still the same. It sort of feels like even in that confidence, you're confused as to why he's there.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, it's so fun.
But he somehow still like, he is on screen and he like takes the scene.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is this awkward guy just like commanded the scene to him?
Yeah.
And we've got all these other like heavy hitter actors around him, and you're like, cousin Greg, what are you doing?
Absolutely. I thought the film bookended itself really well.
Yep.
It starts in one place, it ends in the same place, and I thought that was something that was like an almost like full circle. As I said, we've essentially go on this big roller coaster spiral sort of thing, and then come to a great conclusion that ties everything together well, which is crazy because it feels like this is a film with a lot of threads.
Yes. One of the other notable things that I loved about it was the cinematography in this one. And I think that, like, as I was saying, over Naked Gun as a whole movie, there's more in this that I appreciate. This was shot by Adam Newport-Bearer, I believe his name is. Beautifully shot. I'm not sure if they did use film or not, but it's got that sort of filmic look, like film look to it. I just, every now and then there'd be a shot of one of our main characters and it would just be a like straight on face shot. And I was just like, this looks great.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Like, this looks amazing. And obviously in years past, a lot of comedies are
that's not what their
we don't worry about
go-to
that.
is.
Whereas like a lot more these days, we're seeing them taking the care and like love and TLC to every part of the production. And I think this was a really good showing of that sort of writing, directing, cinematography, production design, even everything was on point. You know, it was a very lived-in, real world. The houses were gorgeous.
There's a lot of money involved.
And it really like hit a home run for me. I really quite enjoyed it.
Well, while we're talking all these additional things, let's talk stunts.
Yes.
Because this film had one of the best fight sequences that we both mentioned it straight away. It went on and on and in the weirdest directions, and
we were just laughing the whole time.
It's so funny. It is so long and so funny, and every single movement is just like this very strange occurrence. Like you're like, how the hell? And then there's like a pause break where something else happens, and it's so good.
And it's with our two main characters. I mean, if you look at the poster or any of the promotional, you're going to look at these guys and be like, they're not fighters. They're not fighters, not by any means. But they lean into that. And the fact that like even the camera work in the shots, I was noticing that it's very still. We're just going to let them fight. And it felt like when you watch two people that can't fight and you stand by and watch them and you're like, And you would stand there and just be like, what are these people doing?
Yeah, it just, the way that they choreographed it was so funny, and they did these, like, they've obviously spent a lot of time practicing, but even like to the point where one of them's grabbing the other one by the legs and lifting him off the ground, and then he's like curling up so that he's on his shoulders and then trying to hit him in the face, and then he's like slamming him. Like, it's all over the place in the most like precise way.
Yes, yeah.
But I just thought it was, brilliant, absolutely brilliant work. And yeah, so Splitsville, all in all, I agree. I think it's one of the funniest comedies that I've seen for the year. And yeah, I think it's just one of those films that the kind of people who like, those rom-coms, or those, as we joked, wrong-coms, where it's like a Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where things don't always go 100% sort of the way that you're expecting them to go, it's the perfect movie for those people. And I do hope people get to see it, because it's one of those films that's flown under the radar, which is why I was like pushing it to you and saying, check the trailer for this, because it looks really funny.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we got a chance to sit down and watch it.
It did not disappoint. It was a really good time.
All right, so this week we're going to do a popcorn poll.
Yep.
And I'm only going to give you, well, it's technically going to be two options, because it's going to be a yes or a no.
Okay.
We're talking rom-coms. Now, if I think of films that are very well shot rom-coms that I love, one film comes to mind, but I want to know whether you believe that this would fall into the rom-com category.
Okay.
Let's talk La La Land.
Oh, okay.
Rom-com, yes or no?
I'm going to say no, not a rom-com.
So why do you think that it's not a rom-com?
I don't think there's enough comedy in it.
I
know there is parts of comedy in it. I just wouldn't put it in. Like, if I had a section of rom-com and saw La La Land in there, I would be picking it up and putting it somewhere else.
Where would you put it?
I guess into musical.
Musical. All right, maybe that's why I love it so much.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think of it and think
it's
rom-com.
Romance. Yeah, maybe
There's
it's
definitely
like drama romance rather than
even
rom-com. I mean, it's got elements of comedy to it. It's quite funny, but you're right. It's probably not. There is no best friend who's there telling them to go get the girl or whatever the.
It doesn't follow any of the tropes as well. Which, not that a film has to follow the tropes to be part of it, but you kind of, I think you start to expect a little bit of a play on the tropes even, or a little bit of like these are the tropes and we're going to defy them all. And I don't think I guess there is parts in it where
that's right. This is why I threw this one out, because it's not an easy choice. It's not an easy. I mean, you jumped pretty quickly into no, but like
I think like I would put it in a musical category, but then take away a musical category, because what is a musical? A musical could be an action musical, it could be a comedy musical, it could be a horror musical.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We should do a horror musical.
Sinners is out.
Damn it.
And it was one of the best films of the year.
Ryan Coogler beat us to it.
Yeah. Horror musical. There you go.
But yeah, I don't know where I'd put it. It's a hard movie to place. I think it falls into a lot of categories. And there is many movies out there that I don't think belong in one particular genre. They sort of split into lots of different things. I think La La Land
is one
does that. Yeah. It has a decent amount of comedy in it. It has a decent amount of drama in it.
Got a lot of good music.
It's a lot of good music. Not enough horror.
Not enough horror. For the horror musical we wanted it to be.
Yes, exactly. So you're obviously in the yes camp for this one, I'm guessing?
It was the first thing that came to mind. I'm not going to say yes straight off the bat, but when I'm thinking of films, I feel like maybe I say rom-com and I'm thinking romance movies.
I'd allow it into a romance category.
And that's why it was the film that came to my mind when we were discussing this. In discussion, I could see why it would not fit either way. Or I could see an argument for it. I'm not sure which camp that I land in.
Yeah. I think because it's such a theatrical and fantastical type of movie. Like it doesn't have any, not that it doesn't have any reality, but it's that heightened reality of like the LA interstate is shut down, so we're all going to dance on top of our cars. Like that doesn't
That's
happen.
a musical.
We're talking LA, everyone's angry.
It's true. But everyone's angry in their cars.
In their cars, yes.
Yes, so why wouldn't you? You know, flash mob.
Yeah. I suppose.
You can't tell me that you think that the interstate being shut down or clogged, that no one's ever danced on a car.
I refuse to believe it.
Yeah, that's Los Angeles. They're all theatre people there.
Well, this is true.
They're all actors.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do it.
This is very true.
So,
yeah.
I don't know if you can take heightened reality. You might have to walk back that heightened reality to just
like slightly elevated reality.
LA.
Yes. Fair enough.
LA reality.
Yes.
Reality. Terrible.
But yeah, I think for me, that's sort of the part where I go, it lives somewhere in its own type of thing. Which, I mean, that makes it a great movie, that it does sit in its own kind of category. I mean, yeah.
No, I would
It almost won Best Picture.
Yeah. it did almost win Best Picture. La La Land. They told them and everything. Oh, Moonlight. I still haven't seen yet.
No, sad.
But I should watch it.
Yeah.
There we go. That's something that you can hold us accountable. Watch Moonlight. Tell us whether we should watch Moonlight or rewatch La La Land. That is our show for today. Thank you for checking in with No Bad Seats. We hope you enjoyed. If you got this far, let us know what you think. Drop a comment. Are you planning on seeing Splitsville? Is it one that you think you'll see in the cinema? Are you going to wait to see it on streaming? We recommend it 100%.
It's great watching this.
Yeah, I mean, we get to a point where all of these movies we recommend, but it's because...
they are all better on the big screen.
But also, we pick and choose the films that we look at and go, this looks like a good time, and I haven't been disappointed yet. So
no,
there we go.
This was definitely a fun one.
So remember, until next time, and come to the movie because there is no bad seats.